And it's not because you don't know English.
It's because your brain is doing something extremely slow.
Translating every single word.
First from English into your language.
Then back into English again.
And by the time you're ready to answer,
The conversation has already moved on.
if this has ever happened to you, don't worry.
It happens to millions of English learners around the world.
But here's the good news.
Later in this episode, we'll show you a simple trick that can train your brain to think directly in English.
And once that happens, speaking becomes much easier. Hello everyone and welcome back to the podcast where we improve our English through relaxed conversations.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Sophie.
If you sometimes feel slow or nervous when speaking English, today's episode is especially for you.
Because translating in your head might feel helpful at first.
But in reality, it can make speaking much harder.
Today we're going to explore why this happens.
And more importantly, how you can train your brain to stop doing it. You know, Sophie, this topic reminds me of something embarrassing that happened to me.
Oh no, language learning stories are always interesting.
Well, this happened when I was learning French.
Okay, I'm ready for the story.
I was visiting Paris and I walked into a small bakery. I wanted to order a croissant.
Very classic.
The woman behind the counter asked me something in French.
Simple situation.
Yes, but my brain started translating everything.
French to English.
Then English back to French.
Your brain opened too many tabs.
Exactly. Imagine your brain like a computer with 20 tabs open at the same time.
And each tab is translating a different word.
Meanwhile, the woman is waiting. People behind me are waiting.
Pressure is growing.
Finally, I just pointed at the croissant and said, "Oh, one of those, please."
Honestly, that still sounds like a successful order.
Maybe, but that moment taught me something important.
What?
Fluent speakers don't translate every sentence.
They react naturally. So why do our brains translate in the first place?
The answer is actually very simple.
When we first learn a language, we connect every English word to a word in our own language.
For example, dog equals a word in your language. Apple equals a word in your language.
At the beginning, this is helpful.
But later it becomes a habit.
And habits are hard to break.
The real problem happens when we start speaking.
Because conversations move fast.
But translation is slow.
It's like trying to run while tying your shoelaces.
Or trying to text while wearing boxing gloves.
Not very efficient.
But here's something interesting.
What?
Children never translate when learning a language.
That's true.
They connect words directly to ideas.
And the amazing thing is,
Your brain can learn to do that too.
alright, let's talk about some practical ways to stop translating.
Here are a few simple techniques.
First tip, learn phrases instead of single words.
For example, instead of learning the word hungry, learn the full phrase, "I'm hungry."
This trains your brain to produce sentences faster.
Second tip, talk to yourself in English.
This might sound strange.
But it's incredibly powerful.
You can say things like, I'm making coffee, I need to check my messages, I should sleep earlier tonight.
No pressure, no audience.
Third tip, describe words you don't know.
For example, if you forget the word refrigerator.
You can say, the big kitchen machine that keeps food cold.
Not perfect, but communication continues.
And now here's a small challenge for you.
Yes, try this today.
For the next 10 minutes, try thinking only in English.
No translating allowed.
Just describe what you're doing around you.
And then tell us in the comments how it felt.
If you're watching this video, you're already doing something many people never do.
You're actively training your brain to learn another language.
And that's exactly how fluency is built.
So remember this.
Fluent English isn't about knowing thousands of words.
It's about thinking and reacting naturally.
And that begins the moment you stop translating every sentence.
At first it might feel strange.
But slowly your brain adapts.
And speaking becomes easier.
Thank you so much for listening today.
Keep practicing, keep speaking.
And remember, progress happens one conversation at a time.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.